guys, good to have you all back. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Margaret. I'm from the Netherlands. I normally do paper crafting, junk journal projects and the occasional vintage treasure hunting. And today is the occasional vintage treasure hunting. So I have a whole video for you guys. I've been to two of my very favorite, well, they are my favorite thrift shops here in the Netherlands. And it's been a while since I visited them. So I have lots of lovely stuff. Now, it's not going to be a super antique vintagey one, but lovely stuff that you can use in your junk journal project. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with woolies and fabrics and such. Let's call it haberdashery. Haberdashery, one of my favorite words. I'm going to start with the woolies. I found three, not a lot this time, but also, honestly, I don't need any more. But hey, if you find something as lovely as this, look, it has the pink and the purple and it's woolly and I love it. It's a whole like ball of yarn for 75 cents. So thank you, come home with me. Then I have this one. It's not very exciting. I've paid 50 cents for this. But it's almost like it's already been crocheted or something. It has a nice structure to it. And I do like the color. It's very neutral and, you know, for 50 cents. Thank you. You can live with me now. And this was 75 cents. I love the colors. It's like a denim-y blue with cream. It's like very irregular and I love it. For toppers and such, you never know. And then this is yellow. Really? Is it yellow? They haven't noticed, Margaret. Yes, it's very yellow. And I was looking for yellow because guess what? Easter is coming up, so I need yellow. I actually don't enjoy yellow myself. It was 75 cents. It is a lovely sort of woolly thingy. See? With bits and you know, I don't know, it's yellow, so I took it home with me. Then for the sort of trims and laces and such, it's just cute, isn't it? Yes, this probably came off a garment or I don't know, but I really like it. It's like a peachy salmon color, and it is 1 meter, which is about yay big. What would be a meter? I think about maybe 30 inches, something, and it was 30 cents. Yeah. And then have this is called seam binding. Well, we call it seam binding. Our seam binding is not shiny, it's mostly this, but I do like it. It's green with dots. It has 2 meters and 35 centimeters. That's a lot for 50 cents, so really enjoy it. Then I have this one. I think this is sort of vintagey. I love it. Look at the print. Yeah. And this is on the other side. I like both. Yes, 1 meter and 15 centimeters, and it was 30 cents. It came in a plastic bag, so I took out the plastic bag and then I wrote the price on it. Then this, I just like it. It's very neutral. You can use it for closures and such. I already own something very similar to this one, but you know, can never have enough. And it was 5 meters, which is a lot, for €1. Then this again for Easter. It's like sort of a tulle, what have you. I like it. And it was again 5 meters for €1. This was also 5 meters. I love it. It's almost like it is embroidered on silk. Yeah. It has this sort of a, to me it's like Art Deco-ish type of. And I have no clue where it came from. It is cut off something, but I love it. It's nice. It's like a maroon color. I have a couple of pieces of fabric. Guys, if you hear some funny noises in the background, my cat Daisy is next beside me and she's grooming herself. And she makes funny noises when she's like grooming and washing herself. So I do apologize. Nothing's going on. It's going to be fine. I didn't find a lot this time, but you know, I have plenty. I found a couple of napkins. This is with raspberries, strawberries and such. Very sort of for, you know, summer. And you can make a journal cover with this, or pockets, or what have you. I brought two with me. I'm probably going to gift one to someone, and they were 30 cents. 30 cents. Also picked up this one, really love it, with a small embroidery piece on here. It is, however, it's an old one, so it is sort of dirty, so I'm probably just gonna use this for a pocket in a journal, and it was again 30 cents, so it wasn't a lot. Now this piece of fabric, it's a large, well, not a very large piece, but a larger piece. I paid 1.50 for this, €1.50, and I just like this. I would love to have pants with this. I just know, I just enjoy it. It's like a classical sort of plaid, or however you want to call it. And then this is a vintage tablecloth. I think, is it a round one? No, it's not a round one. I did not unfold it, but I did absolutely love the trim on it. And then the blue with the florals. You cannot go wrong. No, so it will be a love. It was, again, €1.50. It is rather large, so I think you can make 4 journal covers out of it. So probably gonna share it with someone. What else did I pick up at the haberdashery section? Well, this one. I do collect these if I find nice ones, and I don't collect them for the thread that's on here. I just love the spools, and I love these sort of images on them. Aren't these lovely? Yeah, so this was like an old one. Has nothing on it, but that's okay. I did pay up for it. It was €1, but I really liked it. Yeah. Then I found a whole bag of, these are buttons. It's been glued. I'm not gonna keep them in here. What did I pay for it? 75 cents. It's a whole bag with, well, you know, pretty little flowers. The purple one and the minty green one. And then all sorts of buttons, fabric buttons. Maybe someone made these. I don't know, but I do like them. I enjoy them. They have the loop on the here on the back. So they will be sort of hard to attach to something, but still, I like them. And there was a whole bag full. This is something I picked up from one of my last sort of thrifting trips. So I was thinking maybe it'll fit. I'm hoping it'll fit. Just, you know, maybe, please, can you all fit in here? Yes. I have one more flower. It's sort of perfect, isn't it? See? That's so cute. That's what I use these small sort of containers for. So really lovely. Then I found a bag with beads. These are not vintagey at all. These are more plasticky, but it has letters on them. I just like them to make charms and glue dangles. See, like this. And then sometimes I use, you know, a letter like this one. It says M for Margaret and S for Sevenplaza. So that's why I picked these up. And then I picked up 3 bracelets. Not because I don't wear any jewelry, just, you know, my engagement ring and wedding ring and such. But other than that, no jewelry. I just picked these up for the beads. And these are, I believe these are wooden beads. Blue ones with like white flowers. I really like them. And then, you know, it's pink. It has flowers. Again, wood. It was 30 cents. I'm not gonna leave them there. I really love this bead. Isn't it gorgeous? It's almost like hand painted. So I picked this up for this bead. I liked this one. I love the flower here. So the other ones not so much. But again, they were 30 cents each. So that's not a lot of money. That's it for the haberdashery. Let's do some office supplies. Even though I have not been crafting today, I still have inky fingers. Because I picked up lots of office stamps. Yes, fantastic. Now I think I want to sort of, I already did stamp them. Most of them work really well. There are 2 of them that I think the ink is, because these are the self-inking stamps. 2 of them, the ink is sort of drying out. This one, stamps in red, it says new piece or new document or what have you. And it does, you know, it does stamp. And this says secret, or I think it's more like classified, that you put on a document. And this one is really juicy, so classified. What does this one say? I'm probably going to be upside down. I don't know. Can't even remember. Oh, copy. That's a nice one. Yes, the ink is sort of fading away. But isn't this like a Tim Holtzy whatever? Yeah. So really like it. This says photos, but this one is nearly gone. It is in blue. So I'm going to stamp it and then press it hard. Yeah. Says photos in our normal spelling. I paid about 50 cents for each of them, except for this one, which is a big one. Isn't it fantastic? Yeah, this is a date stamp. It doesn't work that well, I must say, I must admit. So my inky fingers came from this stamp, me trying to sort of turn it and see what date. Well, the date that it has on here is up until 2014, so it is an older one. But I just love this. I just love it. I cannot help it. So lots of stamps for 50 cents or €1 each, which is a steal, an absolute steal. I found these. These are small plasticky cards for, I have a laminator that you can laminate stuff with. Really? Yes. And these are for like, hello, this is my name, or something like it. Yeah. Like a business card or a name card or a name tag or what have you. See, my fingers are so inky. It's from this one. So yeah, I have a whole pack now. I have no clue what I'm going to use them for something sometime. I don't know. But I paid 50 cents for it. So yeah. For calling cards, so business cards, it says that. So yeah, isn't this book cute? I'm sorry guys, it is later in the evening when I'm filming this, so I really need to use my studio lights, and there's a glare on here. I cannot help it. And a glare on here. Let's take her. I think this is handmade. It's a lovely little box with big flower on it. It looks like amaryllis, which is really funny because I have one of those in my home at the moment. I got it for Christmas from my mother-in-law. Big amaryllis. And it is lined with fabric. And it has this smell. A nice smell. A scent. Let's say scent. It reminds me of elementary school. Something in I don't know why, but it reminds me of something in elementary school. It has no markings on here that says made in whatever or signature, but I believe this is handmade. So love it. Paid 75 cents for it. What are you going to use it for? Bits and bobs, guys. Bits and bobs. Labels, stickers, what have you. Bits and bobs. Oh yes, these are vintage, maybe even antique-y. I already own one of these, Potter's sort of cough drops or what have you. Really, really nice with old-fashioned Dutch writing on here. There are some words that we don't use anymore, so it is older. It does not have an ESBN on it. I paid 30 cents for it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Does it have anything else on here? No, but I think it's older. It's older. This is really, I think, really old. Isn't it lovely? It has like a dent in here, but that's it's supposed to be like this. See? It has a dent in here. It's lovely. It is French. No, from Belgium. I think it's from Belgium. Yes. Importé de Belgique. De Belgique. It's like from Belgium. I have no clue what's in here. Something. Tell me. Tell me, my dear French friends. Yes. Like Georgette and Francois and, all of you out there. What's this for? I don't know. But I love it. Paid €1. Which, again, if you go to an antique market, you'd pay 5 or 6 for this. So, very happy. Very, very happy. I have a small collection of these. I bought this sort of card box. I pick these up all the time. I need to stop picking them up because I have enough of these boxes. It was 80 cents, which is an absolute steal. I like the box, but I mostly bought this for the index cards. See, I have all these index cards. They're vintagey because they're old and yellowed and a little bit smaller than a normal size. I bought it for the index cards because Tim, my husband, says, love, you have enough of these boxes. And I'm like, I know, love. I'm not buying it for the box. I'm buying it for the index card. So yes, thank you. Then I bought this bag with dice in them, with letters on them, like Scrabble letters. I think this came from a game Boggle or something like it. I paid 30 cents just for these. What are you going to use them for? Well, I have this. It's not anywhere near me. I have this small drill. A small drill, an electrical drill. Well, it's with a USB charger thingy that drills very, very tiny holes, small holes. And you can drill a hole through here and then have it as a charm, like a dangle on your journal. That's why I bought them. I also do this with these round bingo numbers and normal Scrabble letter thingy. So that's why I bought these. And it was 30 cents. Hello, thank you. Now, guys, I bought this. These are relatively new. And you probably, some of you will probably recognize this. I would not have picked this up because I didn't know what these were. But these are actually like these discs that you use for making a planner, journal, whatever. There are a couple of them in here. I've been looking into this sort of crafting thing. I don't do it myself, but I thought I might do it one day, and it was 50 cents for the whole box. So the box is not really full. It's been used, but you know, I have them. I could use them. Yeah. Are they called anything? No. Well, you know what I mean. Discs for a system, whatever. Pick them up. Pick this up. It is in its original packaging. It is from Japan. This is vintage for sure. This is an eyelet plier with eyelets. Now, I have a crocodile. I have 3 crocodiles. You don't need all of them. I have a normal crocodile. I have a big bite, and I have another crocodile. Why do we have 2? Because at one point I found one for €5, like the big case, everything in it, €5 at a thrift shop. So I was like, yes, thank you. I already own one, but you know, you never know. So now I have this one. It is new, guys. It is completely new. I think this is from the 60s, 70s. When you squeeze it, see, this comes off. It's never been used. So you make a hole and then you use it as a crocodile thingy. This I paid €2.25, which is an absolute steal. I would have paid that for the eyelets alone, because there are silver ones in here, gold ones, black and white, that are all very lovely, but I already have. But I love these sort of maroon colored, these brownish. It's a reddish brown. I love them, and there's a whole bunch in here. So I mainly bought it for the eyelets. But you know, I have this tool. I'm gonna try to figure out how this works. I think it's going to be rather simple. And as a bonus, I have the original packaging, which is, you know, in my book, fantastic. It doesn't have a date on it or anything, but that's okay. Now, speaking of eyelets, I know I'm so lucky. I think last year or maybe the year before that, I already found a jar as big as this, completely full with eyelets and such and brads. Look, I paid 30 cents for, it's not a full jar, but still, it was so inexpensive. It has these eyelets. It's orange, red, yellow, and blue. Really, yes, people can see, love. And then it has these snowflakes or flowers, or hearts and leaves, and I believe it has cherries as well. It's good. Well, it's not completely full, but it's enough. It's 30 cents and cute little jar. So yeah, which is also, if I look at the lid, I know what this was for, but I cannot translate it. But I think the jar itself is sort of vintagey. So more eyelets, fantastic. I'm not done. I have a couple of more things in the stationery. No, it's not stationery. Office supplies. Found this. This is from Rotring. Rotring is a very expensive brand that makes pens and well, rulers. And this is a ruler with like a, let's call it a stencil letter thing. Paid 50 cents. It's ridiculous. Yes, it is ridiculous. What do they call it? Schabloon, lettering stencil. They call it lettering stencil in English. Yeah, it is in the original packaging with letters and numbers. It's like uppercase and lowercase and numbers. And yes, thank you. It's not the only one I have. Of course, I also have this one. So I already own a couple, but it's okay. For 50 cents, you can live with me, lovies. Again, a box. This has, I paid €1 for it. It's very inexpensive. It's plasticky. It has the alphabet in here, so you can, as dividers, so you can, you know, alphabetize something, whatever you want. I'm not going to use it for anything like this. Now, let me quickly show you, because I already have one of these. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get it. Oops. I have a gray one. Some stuff is falling on the ground. Well, grayish one. Yes, and it says Tim Holtz. And it holds all my Tim Holtz. It holds my Tim Holtz. My stamp sets, my bits and bobs and die cuts. But it's full. It's completely full. So I needed a new one. So I found a new one. It's a fantastic way to store it because it's a perfect size. Let me show you. See? Ta-da! Ta-da! So I was looking for one. And Tim found me one. My Tim. Yes, my husband Tim, not Tim Holtz. Confusing? A little bit. Now, this is an absolute steal. An absolute treasure that I found this. Let me tell you what it is. This one, I think, is completely new. Maybe you recognize it. This is a magnetic die storage cage. I paid €1 for it. Guys, I also saw this today at my favorite craft supply store, Do a Ding, for not €1. I'm sorry, it's new. It has, you can open it. You move this. Well, I like to move it. Yep, we moved it. And it has 3 magnetic sheets in here. Heavy ones. It's 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. It came with 3. The original one does. You can add more. Unfortunately, Do a Ding didn't have these anymore. Maybe I can get them somewhere else. And it's magnetic, so you can put your dies on here and they will stick. Yeah. So when you go be with friends, craft somewhere else or whatever, you can just store them in here. You can put them upright and €1. Ridiculous. So yes, that was almost the find of the day. I have 2 large items that I picked up at the office supplies section, which is my favorite section in that thrift shop. It is huge. It is almost A3 size, a little bit smaller than A3 size. It's like an ordner. You can put stuff in it. I love it. It's like a big heavy file folder. And it's bound on the top. Hopefully you can see it. And then when you open it up, it's like an accordion file folder thingy with the alphabet in here. You can store your digitals in here or whatever kind of book pages or whatever you want. It is huge. It is fantastic. It's lovely. I love it. It's green and it is embossed. It says for ordiner. For order. I don't even know what it means. It's like an ordiner. So yeah, what did I pay for it? €3.50. It's amazing, right? It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. Now my husband Tim found, I think, some of the best things again. That man is a treasure by itself. Another big piece. Let me show you. I need to stand up for it because it is huge. Yeah, it is like a suitcase. We paid €5 for it. I'm gonna lift it up. It is a big box, suitcase thingy. You open it up, and it has. I'm sorry, my camera moved. It has the original keys in here, and it's like a file folder system. Yeah, with these hanging file folder thingies. It's fantastic. And Tim had a brilliant idea. He was like, "Oh, maybe you want to go visit a friend and do some crafting, and you can put your stuff in here." I have more of these. I have lots of these. So fantastic. I'm going to store all my lovely stuff in here. And it was €5. It's not real leather, but looks like leather. And it's big, guys. How big is it? Let's see. 24. Well, 22 inches by, let's say, 10. Yeah. Huge. €5. Thank you very much. Well, that's it for my office supplies. But I have way more, guys. I have lots more. Let's do some paper bits. Actually, Tim found these. These are Flower Fairies poetry albums, sort of small die cuts. Yes, they're a little bit embossed. They're not vintage. They're newer, I think. They are late 90s, maybe early 2000s. You can still buy these. They're the same. So he found them. We were in the same section, and he was like, oh, it's Flower Fairies, you like that, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I love them. Yeah, and he said, yeah, and then something more ordinary. And it was this. Some normal ones, he said. Well, lovey, my darling Tim, these are vintage. These are real. I love these. It's 2 of them. Yes, I paid 50 cents for this pack, and then there were 20 cents for each of these, so very, very cheap. Yes, these are 60s, 70s, and yeah, we use them for our poetry albums, and I absolutely love them. I have a big collection of these, and I don't own them yet. I do own this one, but then I do have the image, but then in a sort of different sort of form. So treasure. Thank you. He also found this one. He's like, yeah, it's very dirty. It's not actually dirty. It is just worn. It's worn. It was 75 cents. Do I open it the right way? Yes. It's a stationery set. A vintage one. A real old one. It says Diana. That's the name of my mother-in-law. It's lovely. It is embossed and with gold. And something sort of rubbed off that was on here. I don't know what it is. See, I might have dirty fingers. Now, I must say the writing paper is almost all gone. There are only 2 sheets left in here, but that's okay. It does have still have all the envelopes in here. And another sort of writing pad in another sort of size. In all these lovely sort of manila color. And the envelopes are lined with tissue. With brown tissue paper. You hear that? It's fantastic. I love it. Completely discolored and such. Yeah, well, you know, I do like the map. It's cute, the map. It's okay. It's very dirty. It's plasticky. It's supposed to look like suede, but it isn't. But the inside is fantastic. So yes, thank you. Found some napkins. I think there are 5 or 6 in here. They're all the same with some Chinese sort of pottery on here and some butterflies. How many? Like, let's say 5, but that's okay. And also I found some doilies. 50 cents. Some old ones. Are these all the same? Yeah, they're all the same. But that's okay. I'm gonna coffee dye them and tea dye them. Like them. This is actually sort of newer. This came with a magazine that's called Flow. I don't know if is this really sort of Dutch? Flow magazine. I paid 30 cents. It's more for bullet journaling and such. But I do love the image on the cover. It says notebook, so I can use it for something. It has some of these small images in here. And just, you know, lovely paper. And the paper with the dots. For bullet journaling and lined paper. And I just liked it. And for 30 cents, I thought, well, why not pick it up? This is completely new. It's a snail mail set. Yeah, what does it mean? I paid 50 cents for it. You open it up like so. I don't think anything has been used in here. Maybe 1 or 2 things. It has some stationery paper in here, some white and some craft color. And it has a lovely print with teapots on the back, both of them. Yeah. Then it has a sheet of stickers, has not been used. A set of envelopes, really lovely. Printed on the inside, the same as the big envelope here. And then some address sticker labels. I think it's new. It's completely new. Now, this is not the vintagey kind or what have you, but I don't mind. I like it for 50 cents. Come on. Come on. Yes, I pick it up. I'm gonna put it back in later. Also, I really love the big envelope idea. I'm gonna make some like this. Yeah. Then I found this. This is postpapier en zo.nl. It's also a sort of stationery. It's not vintage. This is newer, but I do like it. It's grungy, like coffee dyed paper with a label and roses and such. It's just, you know, a notepad, but it will make for lovely pages in your journal. Now, I was actually looking for some cardstock. I went through my paper stash the other day, and I am a little bit low on cardstock, colored cardstock. Now, some of this is a little bit heavier cardstock than the others, but it's lovely pastel colors. And I thought it might be nice to, you know, do a spring sort of whatever with it. It was 50 cents, and these are A5 size. So, yeah, of course I pick it up for 50 cents. Hello, thank you. Ribbons with lovely leaves and what are these called? Dennenappels, pine cones. Pine cones? Are they called pine cones? I think so. It's new. It's in the packaging. It was originally €2.50 probably, and I paid 25 cents for it. So lovely. I already own a couple of these in different colors. It's like graph paper. A whole block of it. This is with the orange. I also have green and blue. It's just lovely paper to use on backings of journal cards or tags, or just as a paper in your journal. So, what did I pay? €1.25. Tim found this one. This is another stationery set. It is on recycled paper. It's like a bird with its nest. It has the papers and the envelopes. And more papers and envelopes. Yeah. And it was 25 cents. I don't know how many are in here. Probably, well, this says here 6 envelopes and 6 pieces of paper. I think it's all in here. But, you know, I already love it. Isn't this amazing? Look at this. Nothing to do with journaling. I know it's way too big to do in any journal projects. But if you know me, you know I like fashion and Victorian. This is the bridesmaid's dress-up doll. I'm going to try to zoom you out, guys, because it's huge. It's a big one. Hello. There you go. It contains one stand-up doll with 4 different outfits. I paid 40 cents for it, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I didn't open it. I was like, I'm going to open it at home and let's see what's in here. It may be complete. It may not be complete. Who cares? It is complete, guys. It's totally complete. It is. Look at her, the lovely lady. She is embossed. She does have a little bit of damage here, but that's okay because this is her undergarments, and you can stand her up. It's a stand-up doll. It is from 1999, so it's not Victorian or anything. No, I wish. So you can stand her up. I'm not gonna do it because you know. And then she has 4 dresses. Yes, this one. This one, this one, and this one. And also with the matching hats. She has a hat with it. And it's complete. It's all there. Plus, there was... Can I find it? I probably cannot. There was a small sort of picture in here. Maybe I'll find it later on. A bonus sort of poetry album image. Oh, it's here. That was also in here. Look at him. He was in there. Yeah. So, treasure. So, yeah, absolutely love it. It is, I cannot scan it because it is copyright protected, of course. But it's completely intact. I'm going to probably stand her up somewhere in my craft room once I finished reorganizing it. Yeah, I have more, guys. I have so much more. Gonna be a long video again, but you know, you're probably there with a cup of tea. A paper pad, a 6x6 by Janneke Brinkman. You can buy these at let me zoom you back in. Hello, we're here again. You can still buy these. Normally they're around €3 and now it was 50 cents. I do love the images. The images are really, really nice on here. Look, it's really, really lovely. The problem is it's glossy. It's all glossy and I don't do glossy. I do have the feeling I already have this one, but that's okay. For 50 cents I just picked them up. Maybe we can do some deglossing with whatever, maybe matte medium on it. So yeah, it was complete. I picked it up. Picked this one up. 40 cents. Tina plus Mia. I don't know. It's a to-do list thingy. It says to do. Let me zoom you back out. I'm just gonna take one of them and you can rip it over here. See? Like so. So you can do this. Oh, I have two now. I'm sorry. As writing paper on tags, in journals, like a sort of notepad. I loved it. It has a grid on here and you could use it. Make holes in here or, you know, do hole reinforcers. I love the color for 40 cents. This, I want to go treasure hunting with you guys. I bought a pack of scraps. Someone's scraps. I just like it. I'm going to do that one later. An absolute steal again. This is airmail paper. Yeah. The very thin ones. You've probably already seen this because I'm filming this one ahead. And I'm probably going to use this in my video for Friday the 3rd of February, which has already been. Yes, because I want to probably going to use this to make airmail, faux airmail envelope, because you probably can still get this if you want to. I paid 25 cents for it. Yes, a whole like block of it with 50. Love it. William Morris. Need I say more? William Morris, he's fantastic. He's a fantastic designer from beginning of the century, well, the 19th century, I guess 19 something. I don't even know. It's gift boxes. You can, these are sort of die cuts. You can punch them sort of out, yes, and make a lovely sort of box with them. I went through the whole book. It's lovely. I'm missing 4 or 5 boxes. Most of them are still in here, like these cute little cylinder boxes with all his images. Now his papers, his designs are very, very hot right now in the journaling community. See, I miss one here, I miss one here, yeah, and 2 here. So I think I miss 4. Hello, fantastic. I have another one of these books. I found it years ago. Well, my mom found it years ago. I paid €1 for it. Thank you. Thank you. 2 more items. This is very interesting. This is actually a book with papers from probably a printer. Yeah, because it has all sorts of different papers and it says what sort of paper it is, what the weight is, what it's made of, and you cannot, the camera doesn't pick it up, but it has different, this has like a watermark in it. I'm sorry guys, you probably can't see it. Watermarks with small sort of images printed on there in different colors, different sort of textures and such. So it's, you see this? Yeah, like handmade paper. A whole bunch of them, different papers. Love it, love it. What did I pay? €1.25. And this I bought like so. It was wrapped in plastic, and I thought, oh, it's nice, lovely stationery paper. I think it is, but it has like a sheet of sort of, you can print on this, print on the other side. It's for an overhead projector, I think. I was hoping it had all these horses in here, but it doesn't. It has several ones. It has the horses and then snowmans and like a tropical island, something in yellow. It has this one, more horses. It has all sorts of different ones, but lovely ones. Yeah, so all sorts of like I think it's stationery. Oh, look at this. You probably call it Miffy. We call it Nijntje. It is Dutch from, originally it is Dutch. It's been drawn by Dick Bruna. Look, the small bears and eagles and such. Another of these overhead projectors. So there were all sorts in here. In a lovely box. So what did I pay? What did I pay for it? I believe 75 cents. I wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it down. I think it was 75 cents. Yes, 75 cents. Thank you. Let's do a small treasure hunt. I already took it out of the plastic, but didn't do anything to it. It's just, I think, cardstock. And I just like it. I needed cardstock, so I don't know, even know the sizes. This is probably from a card maker or what have you. This is like a little bit of a sheen to it. And then some with designs. Not really my style, but you never know. Some lovely bright papers. I just like going through it. I don't even like using it, but you know, you never know. And there are some sort of children in the neighborhood that I sometimes make sort of packages of these, and I gift them. Like, there you go, make something beautiful. And they do, and then they, in a couple of hours, they're at my door again, like, I made this for you. Then I have a beautiful card made by children. So lovely. See, it is scraps. It's actually scraps of all sorts, and I just like it. Oh, I love this one. It's red, and it has like a sort of again a maroony red with some lines in it. It's just cute. Yeah, all sorts of colors. Oh, this is embossed in a bright blue. So yeah, for 50 cents, why not? It was a nice treasure. Did you not buy any books, Margaret? Of course I did. Of course I did. And that's the last section, I guess. Yes? Yes, let's go see what books I took home with me. The books. Again, guys, sorry for the glare. I cannot fix it, unfortunately. And Daisy is now snoring next to me. She's like, Mom, this is taking too long. I'm gonna go sleep, yeah? So a couple of nature books, because, you know, I just like them. This is one I already have, so I can cut it in it now. It's like a series there. I'm turning around because they're behind me. I have 2, 4, 6 of these. I have 6 different ones. It's a series. I paid 75 cents. Let's show the inside. Yes, lovely illustrations of everything to do with trees. Yes, I found lots of trees books. For some reason. Yeah, so I found this one. This one, I thought I had it, but I actually don't. But that's okay. Paid €1 for it. I love the size. You can have this as pages in a botanical journal. I love the images. You can do some fussy cutting or for collage or what have you. Just really, really lovely. I do have one of these. I have, I think, wild plants with this one in this series. Do I? Probably. Hang on, guys. Yeah. Yes. This is the wild plant. So I have 2 now, which means I'm still looking for birds and aquarium fish. So if you're a Dutchie and you found some of these birds, aquarium fish, I'm looking for them. I love this one. I thought I already had it, but I don't. The illustrations are from Marjolein Basten. You heard me mention her again and again. And this came as an edition from a very well-known Dutch ladies magazine called Libelle. And Libelle is actually the translation for dragonfly. Was originally 7 guilders and 50 cents, so it's old one. I paid 75 cents for it, which is ridiculous. It is from 1977. Yes, it is from 1977, and it's full, completely full with its beautiful illustrations on very thin paper. It's matte paper. It's completely discolored on the edges. So I'm gonna make journal cards with this or what have you, just with beautiful houseplants. It is amazing. It's very 70s, especially There's some images in the front, like these. This is like really 70s. Yeah, I love it. So absolutely love it. Already have one of those. So this is going to go in my book. I have a separate bookcase now for the books that I already own, like the doubles that I can cut into. This is a book full of songs, sad songs. Yes. In the Netherlands, we call them smartlappen. So it has like the music in here, the text in here. These are all very old Dutch sad songs. But I love the paper. Oh, look, if you're from the Netherlands, de zangeres zonder naam. I think all of these people already dead because they're very, very, very old ones. It's lovely paper. It's like sort of a yellowy paper, and well, you know, it'll be nice for journals. Paid 25 cents for it. This is a fantastic book. If you've seen one of my last hauls where I also visited one of my favorite thrift shops, I found this one. Time's Plantengids. Now, Time is like a publisher. This is also from Time. And they look very, very, well, they don't look very similar because this is a photograph and this is an illustration. But actually, look at the author. It's the same. And the illustrator is also the same. So I already bought this one, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And now I have this one. The pages are a little bit different, but the illustrations are actually the same. They're the same illustrations. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna cut in one of them. So one of them is gonna go into my, you can cut them up bookcase. I've paid €1 for it. Fantastic. Fantastic. This author is Jan Bouwman. What he does, he makes illustrations like these old Dutch illustrations. And he used to do it for newspapers and such. Yeah. I have a couple of books by him that are not only filled with these illustrations, but all the text that is in here is then written in sort of handwritten. This book doesn't have that, but it does have the small black and white illustration. So I think I'm gonna cut in this. I think so. Yeah, and it was €1.50. You don't find these very often. If you're Dutchie, het merkwaardigste mijn. That is what the books are called. Really, really nice ones. Pick them up if you find them. I have, no, I have more books. I have more books. Another Marjolein Basten. This is called Diary. I actually don't own this copy yet. I have it now. I'm very happy to have found it. I never found it in a thrift shop, especially not for €1. The cover itself with the marbled paper is fantastic. It has her illustrations in here, but then in a sort of different way than we're used to from her. It's like more like pen drawings. It's not the vibrant colors that she normally uses. But I do like it. Now, I did recognize the papers from a journal that Laura from Pink Paper Daisy made me. So these pages, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath again, guys. These pages are fantastic to put in journals. However, this is the first copy I have, and I collect her books, so I'm not going to cut into this. This, my beautiful husband, Tim, found. It's huge. The book is, I'm going to zoom you out, guys. The book is enormous. It's really, really big and really, really heavy. It is from the States. It is from the States. What's called The Great Book of the Animal Kingdom. It's by RK Press in New York. It's from 1980. This edition was from 1988. It is completely filled with images from animals. Look, owls and such. And lots of birds, of course. Always lots of birds. Snakes and reptiles. Fishies. All sorts of fishies. Insects. There's some butterflies in here, or moths. Love them. And then in the back, what do we have in the back? Like, oh, horsies. and goats and buffaloes and deer and oh dear, and all sorts. Big book. We did pay up for this one, but that's okay. It was €4.50 for this bigger book. I'm happy to pay it. However, I will probably never find this one again, so I'm not going to cut in it. No, I'm not. I have some. Let me zoom you back in. I have a couple of antique vintage books left, and that's the last of it, I promise. I have absolutely no clue how long this video is. Probably very long. I'm sorry, guys, but you know, I get excited. I have some antique vintage books. This is not antique. It's from 1961. It's actually says name Nelly something. This is from the summer of 61, not the summer of 69, summer of 61. And this is made by a church for the children of the church that are going on a camp, like summer camp from a church. Yeah, so it has all sorts of songs in here and games and drawings. I just like it. It's from 61, and in the back it had like this card that you needed to stamp for like some candy or a drink or what have you. It's just really cute. I just liked it, and it was 15 cents. Hello, thank you. Oh, Jackson is gonna say hi. Hi, Jack. No, lovey. Later, love. They're like, Mom, it's taking too long. Never seen this one. Croydon is an airplane series collectibles like cards. It is from cigarette cards. These are cigarette cards, yeah. With all sorts of airplanes, like from the First World War and the Second World War and what have you. It is, I think it's complete. It's all glued in, so I cannot take them out. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep it as it is. It's just, I just love this. I know, right? Look at the advertisement piece. Fantastic. This is probably from 60s. Does it say a date? No. Probably 60s, 50s, 60s. Het Tovervisje. Very well known one in the Netherlands. This is very old. This is one of the older ones. You have some that are relatively new. I did not find the date. I paid 75 cents for this, which is ridiculous because the older ones, they go for quite some money. Now, these are the ones that the pictures are glued in, yeah? So probably added to later. It's a children's book and it's well known. I have another one with a hardcover. This is a soft cover, and then these are just all printed. Look at the colors. It is sort of falling apart. I don't mind. I just, love it with the gnomes and such. For 75 cents, an absolute steal. I found 2 cookbook thingies, like the vintagey ones. This is actually for a pressure cooker. I just love the image. The image itself, to me, is already worth 25 cents. And it came with some treasures, because you open it up. It has another sort of advertisement piece for a cookie gun. I don't know. It's like you punch it and then the shapes of the cookies come out. Now, I am not a baker, by no means. I don't even sort of like cookies. But, it was a thing then. And this is probably for the cookie gun. I don't know. It's a... Don't know. Another sort of recipe. Look at this. This is real, guys. This is real vintage ephemera for jam. And how you can make this jam. Yeah, love it. Another one. And this came with probably with a pressure cooker. Oh yeah, it says pressure cooker. See? I can translate. Now, there's nothing else that's special in here. Some of these black and white images of the pan itself. And then there is all sorts of recipes. But again, with no images or illustrations. But that's okay, because I bought it for the cover. And I would have happily paid 50 cents for this piece. happily, probably even more. So I'm happy with it. And then another vintage cookbook by Margriet. Margriet, it's not my name. It sounds like it, but it's not. And that's the other very well-known ladies magazine in the Netherlands. It's been around for ages. It's still here. Same as Libella, it's still here. You can still buy them. I paid €1 for this. I love the cover. It's so fantastic. I don't know if it says $6.50. Didn't pay $6.50. No, lovies. Does it have a date? I don't know. I cannot find a date, but it's, oh, somebody was like, oh, that's nice picture, you can draw it. I have a couple of similar ones to this, but with different covers. It has lovely small illustrations in here, and then, you know, recipes, all sorts. What was that? What was that? Documentaire Mathilde Willinkson. I know. Nothing special. Nothing interesting. Yeah, so I do collect these sort of very old cookbooks, especially if they have these disgusting things on the front. Yes, this doesn't look tasty to me at all. This is his brother. Both were chicken. They grew up together and now they're on the table. I'm sorry. I love these books, but I wouldn't eat this. Guys, that's it. I am sorry it took so long, but I had so much lovely stuff to show you. Thank you for hanging out with me today on this lovely Sunday. Well, I hope it's going to be a lovely Sunday because I'm filming this the Sunday before. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video, and the video is going to be a crafty one. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below. Yeah? I see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.